Hello everyone. Welcome to another interesting episode of Math tutorial session for all grade 4 and 5 students. Let us learn a very interesting subtopic of decimals in today's session. Now, today we are going to cover this topic, conversion of fractions to decimals and vice versa. Now, conversion, we know that convert means to change. So the question will be in the fractions and we have to change it to decimals. So decimal automatically means we have to put a dot. So let us look at the three type of questions in this category. So first is 243 by 100. So it is a fraction, numerator by denominator. Now, when we have to change it to decimals, we will observe the number of zeros in the denominator. So how many zeros are there in 100? Two zeros. So my decimal will shift two places from right to the left in the numerator value. So what I will do, I will write first 2.43 I have written. How I have written 2.43 and why I have written the point after 2. There is a question. So in the denominator, as I already told, it is 100. Two zeros are there. So if you look at the numerator value, it is 243. So my decimal is shifting from right to left. So it is one place and two place from right to the left. So that means it is after 2. The dot will be placed. So the number is 2.43. Let us look at number B question. 76 by 1000. So how many zeros are in the denominator? There are 3 zeros in 1000. So I have written the numerator value is 76. Let's say. Now my decimal point will shift 3 places from from right to left. So it is 1 place, 2 place and 3 place. You can see the arrow mark. That means it is 0.076. Now students, you have to remember one very important thing. The number of places depends on the number of zeros in the denominator. So it is a very important and a direct connection. Let us look at number C sum. 659 by 1000. So again, if you look at the denominator, it is 1000 and 3 zeros are there in 1000. Now, if you write down the numerator value, which is 659, and then we shift the decimal 3 places from right to left. So it is 1 place, 2 place and 3 place. So my decimal will be before 6. So it is actually 0.659. Now since there is nothing in the whole number part, so I have put a 0 in the whole number part and written the number as 0.659. Now let me look at number D question. 650 by 10. So 10 has how many zeros? There is only one zero in 10. And whatever the numerator value, it is 650. So if you first write 650 and then my decimal will shift one place to the left hand side. So it becomes 65 point dot 65.0. So ultimately 65, it becomes a whole number and there is nothing in the decimal part. So children, very important. Again, I repeat this topic. My decimal point or the decimal places depends on the number of zeros in the denominator. Because when we are converting fractions to decimals, we write as a whole number and not in the form of a fraction and then put the dot as per the number of zeros in the denominator. Now let us look another type of question. Conversion of decimals into fractions. Now this is just the opposite of the previous question. This time we are getting decimals in the question and we are converting it into fractions. So now if I look at question number A, 3.777. So after here, a very important rule is that after point, we will see how many decimal places are there. Now there are 3 decimal places. 7, 7, 7. So when we have to change it into fractions, so again we'll have 2 numbers. Top number by bottom number. So bottom number will put that many number of zeros which should match with the number of decimal places. Now as there are 3 decimal places, so when I will write in the form of fraction, I will write the numerator value without the dot. So it is 3,777. I have not put the dot. Now divided by 1000. Again, there are 3 zeros. As I told in my previous slide, number of zeros depends on the number of decimal places. It should be exactly the same. Number of zeros and number of decimal places should match with each other. Let us see number B question, 4.19. Now here there are 2 decimal places, 1 and 9. So again when I have to write in the form of a fraction, I take the numerator without the dot. So let me write the number without the dot, 419. Now since I have to write in the form of a fraction, so my bottom number will be 100. 2 zeros as there are 2 decimal places. Now number C question, 0.35. So 35 by 100. 2 decimal places. So 2 zeros in the denominator. Number D question, 0.043. Now there are 3 decimal places, 0, 4 and 3. Now when I have to write in the form of a fraction, I will write the number, write 043 by 1000, or you can straight away write 43 by 1000 because there are 3 decimal places. So denominator there will be 3 zeros and 0 writing to the left of a number has no value. So we can straight away write 43 by 1000. So children, I hope I could make you understand this very important conversion concept of decimals to fractions and fractions to decimals. So I request each one of you to please go through the sums, practice it so that you understand and grasp it in a very easy and quick manner. So thank you all for watching my video. I hope you would definitely like today's session. Please comment, share and subscribe my channel and stay tuned to get all latest updates for more educational math videos. Do follow my page. In my next session, I will cover and touch more subtopics of decimals. Until then, bye for today. See you soon and take care.